It's a fact that while our neighbor to the south, Georgia, is considered the peach state, South Carolina boasts more of this fuzzy fruit. Bake them in a cobbler, grill and serve them over a salad, or add it to your next cocktail. Peaches are a delicious way to enjoy summer. Joining us on this week's Food Friday, coming from his farm in Ridge Spring, just outside of Augusta, is Chalmers Carr, President and CEO of Titan Farms. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for bringing this beautiful bounty.
It is wonderful.
It certainly is. Well, by the looks of it,
the summer.
Indeed. By the looks of it, you're having a good season.
We are having a good season.
And what determines a good peach season?
Well, first of all, Mother Nature has to cooperate with you. So you have to have enough rest, what we call dormancy, through the winter, and then we have to get through the spring with no freezes, then just the right amount of rainfall to go along with it to make them the most delicate and the most delicious fruit there is.
They really are fabulous. I want to hear more about your history and how you got into the peach business, because normally you tend to think of farming passed down from generation to generation, which it kind of was for you.
In a way it was. So my dad was military, grew up living all over the country and all over the world, but my mother's family farmed in North Carolina, so every summer if you weren't at football camp, you were working on the farm and kind of stuck. I went to Clemson University, graduated there with an ag econ degree, got out, really didn't have a farm to go back to. Found a farm in Florida that I was able to buy when I got started, then came to South Carolina, was hired as a farm manager here originally, then bought the farm in 1999, turned Titan Farms, 1,500 acres of peaches, now into 6,000 acres of peaches.
Wow.
We're the second largest peach grower in the country.
Isn't that something? So this is how it goes. California is #1.
Correct.
Then South Carolina.
Correct.
And then Georgia.
Then Georgia.
Why is Georgia called the peach state?
I don't know, but I wish they would have chosen the peanut state instead of the peach state, because we grow 3 times as many peaches as Georgia. And in fact, it's rumored that my farm actually grows more peaches in the state of Georgia.
So you ship to a lot of different places. With the amount that you grow, that volume, it ships everywhere.
Correct. We're pretty much the major supplier on the East Coast to every major retailer. These packages in front of you are called consumer packs, so like the 2-pound bag you can find in grocery stores. You go to Costco and you'll see the 5-pound box or the 4-pound box. So these are boxes individual consumers can pick up. Yeah. You go to other grocery stores and they'll be individually placed on there, and that's what we call loose random weight, and you just pick out the peaches you want to take home. But and then this is our new box here. This is for shipping. We're learning all about new ways of getting to the consumer, because COVID really changed a lot of things for us, and people changed their habits and how they were buying. So we realized that we were going to have to change our way of marketing. We have to try to figure out new ways. So this was our way of doing direct to consumers. People can call, go on the website, ship 13 peaches or 20 peaches, arrive to you in 2 days.
This is so nice. They're all packaged like little babies, so that nothing gets
wrong.
Remember,
I said it's a delicate fruit.
Yeah, well, it is actually. No, it truly is. And also, what I'm noticing is, for some people, they may not be crazy about kind of the fuzzy skin, but yours isn't like the hairiest thing.
Right, we've taken the fuzz off these. We actually do, we do a Lorian peach, which is named after my wife, that is fuzz on. So that is your most orchard direct, comes right off the tree, never goes through our packing plant, is placed in a package. But generally these peaches are washed, what we call washed, and defuzzed, where the hair is removed off of them, the little fuzz. And that's what people want. And that actually gives them a shelf life so that they can handle it through the supply chain.
Is that right?
Yes.
I did not know that. Well, for all of my friends who, are a little put off by the fuzz factor, we'll call it the fuzz factor. There is no fuzz on these peaches, and not to be confused with the nectarine.
That's exactly right. Not a nectarine at all.
Yes, exactly. Fantastic. So how do people find out more information and to order these directly?
www.titanfarms.com, which is our website and everything. But also, we're in every major supply, even down in this area, Harris Teeter, Costco here, I'm trying to think of who else, Walmart, any of your major retailers, we're in their peaches.
And let me just ask you one last question. So, agriculture, some people say it's kind of a dying career, which we have to have them, but it takes a lot of hard work. What would you say to the newer crop, if you will, of young people who are considering agriculture as a career move?
So there's a lot of things with agriculture, and agriculture is changing, but technology is helping change that. So it's actually becoming very exciting, because there's a lot of technology being used today that we weren't even using 5 or 10 years ago. I have tractors that actually drive themselves now, record everything. But it is hard work, but it's very rewarding work. And you're right, this country has got to realize that we want to produce our own food. We We do not want to be dependent on somebody else supplying our food. So having a robust agriculture industry to grow fruits and vegetables like these right here, that's what we need in the future. I think there's a bright future. It's one of the fastest growing industries of employment right now, just because the transition where there was the average age of the farmer you've heard is probably over 65 years of age. We need this younger generation coming in.
Right.
I'm approaching that age now.
No, you're not. You look
I
fabulous.
used to think of myself as the young person.
No, this is so much fun. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
You're just peachy. I had to. Sorry. We're back after this.
You're not.